So Bub, let's talk a little bit about what we've got going on over here. Share everybody what we're building here.
Well, currently we're mounting the front turn signals and running lights onto the front end portion of the 55 SLR we're building here. And
These will be our turn signals right here.
yep. So I'm essentially down to literally doing my wiring, getting all my connections soldered in, doing all the heat shrink to them. Then I already started putting the headlight bezel, the lens on this side, on the passenger side. I'm waiting for Carlos to buff out this lens over here. I'll put this assembly together, and then I can start wrapping up on the front end of this car with the headlights, running lights, turn signals, horn. I'll mount the final Mercedes emblem grill here in the center and start working my way back.
Great little touches, man. This is a kit car, Bub. It's
Yeah.
great touches here, like the center cap that you're using right there for the front emblem. Same, you did all the correct badging in the back. You took the, you actually modeled this after the car that just sold for $1.7 million.
Yeah, it's these Mercedes are, man, they draw serious demand, and they're very, very, very. I mean, it's hard to find them. You just don't. They're not out roaming the streets and cruising. And I mean, for a guy like this who wants a very high-end car but doesn't have the seven-figure budget, this will be well up his avenue, and it'll be perfect for him.
Let's talk a little bit, Bub, about the running gear that you got in here. You've got a Chevrolet platform sitting up underneath of this thing for complete reliability with a cert belt system on it. But tell us a little bit about that. And you rolled the engine back so it was a little more, even though all the new technologies in it, it looks very retro.
Yes, I mean, you're right there on it. It's everything in the car is all modern drivetrain. It's got a Chevrolet LT1 small block engine in it with 350 horsepower, which is more than enough power for this car. It's hooked to a Tremec 5-speed manual transmission, all hydraulic components everywhere, as well as the braking system is all four-wheel disc power system, so it's easy to drive. I mean, everything: power steering, air conditioning, power windows. Everything on this car is just going to be all modern, very easy to use, user-friendly, and the client will have a great time driving it.
Tell us a little bit, Bub, about the client and how this car is getting home and where it's going to go home to.
Yeah, well, they're flying in from St. Louis, Missouri, Saturday morning, 4 days from now, by the way.
Yeah.
And they're just going to take it after we detail it and do our final quality controls, and they're going to drive it on home.
On home, that it goes. So, Bub, how long has it taken for this car to come from where it was, which was basically a shell, to where we see it today?
Right now, as you see it, we've got just about, I'd say just about a year into this car. And that's a fairly decent amount of time. This one was a little bit longer than most that we do, only for the simple fact that it was a kit car. So it's, as anyone knows who has done kit car builds, the fiberglass components, they never really fit perfect. And we like to make a kit car, even though it is a kit car. We put just as much time into that as we would anything else, so that it does have a good fit and finish when it's done.
And not only that, Bub, it's not just the fit and finish of the panels, but the car had sat in a warehouse for a number of years before you received it. So the glass was exposed and it just was very hard to work with when we received the car in. It is the original. You went with the iridium silver on this car. That is the correct Mercedes color for it.
Yeah, it's you know, even though it is a kit car, we still try to go as authentic as possible. I mean, as far as you can truly take a kit car without going insane over the top. I mean, the point of a kit car is so that people can have something very nice of the style they like. But I mean, let's face it, at a quarter of the cost.
At a quarter of the cost.
That's the point. If these people had that kind of money to throw around for a car as rare as this, a true one, a true SLR from maybe 55 or so, you'd be looking to have 1.2, 1.5, $1.7 million.
That's the car itself.
That's insane.
Are you going to make the timeline, Bub? We're always up against the clock at the 11th hour on these. We're going to see how we do with this build. You guys need to stay tuned. You'll be seeing more of this as it rolls out of here in the next day or two. So, Bub, until next time,
Just keep on doing it Bubba style.
let's keep on doing it Bubba style.